hundreds of people leave their homes. It actually evacuated a whole town. Controversial immigration law. It's regarded as the toughest in all the nation, but the feds call it a blunt instrument that will encourage discrimination and force legal immigrants out of the state. John Roberts is in our Southeast Bureau. You know, the first person arrested, it seems, or brought in turned out to be legal, which must have been a lot of fun for all of Alabama. And there are a few key parts of this law that are the focus of this particular legal filing.
Yeah, you know, Chef, you mentioned it is the toughest immigration law in the country. That's why the Department of Justice wants it struck down, specifically going after provisions that make it a state crime for aliens to not carry with them their registration papers. It also requires police to check the immigration status of anyone that they stop and they suspect of being in the country illegally or not carrying a valid driver's license. It also requires officials to check the immigration status of all school students. The Department of Justice argues that this is a sweeping new state regime and one that, according to the filing, quote,
What?
contravenes the federal government's
Right here.
exclusive authority over immigration and invites discrimination against foreign-born citizens and legal immigrants.
They're just holding hands. Well, actually, just Kodaaa. Luther doesn't really care. He's just chilling.
John, what does Alabama's governor have to say about all this?
Robert Bentley campaigned on a platform of immigration and the cost to taxpayers, so not surprisingly, Chef, he is standing by his guns on this one. We got a statement from the governor's office just a short time ago in which Robert Bentley says, quote, the fact that the Department of Justice has appealed comes as no surprise. I remain committed to seeing that this law is fully implemented. We will continue to defend this law against any and all challenges. Says the law was never intended to hurt his fellow human beings, but adds if the federal government would just do its job on immigration, none of this would be necessary.
John Roberts in our Atlanta newsroom. John, thank you. Today marks 10 years to the day since the United States invaded Afghanistan. We mark the cost in American lives, in American money, and in the way forward for America's longest war. And remember, I'll tell you what this thing is costing per day. Coming up on Studio B.
15 minutes of fame. Ever since his folks can remember, Casey Mears has loved driving. Motorcycles, boats, even RVs. Nobody knows where he got his love for racing. All we know is it started early. Casey Mears, driver of the number 13 Geico Toyota Camry. Geico, saving people money on more than just car insurance.
With a Grisol moves, neither dust nor dirt, nor smudge nor scratch, nor glare of night can keep you from the clearest vision possible. Grisol lenses. Live life in the clear. So how are we doing?
Nothing bad happens when you're doing the right thing.
Are the love story getting out?
What do you think you have, Steven? It's my life you're talking about. Get out while you still can. Life's a march, Mandor.
You want it faster? Faster it is. The all-new, easier than ever, SkyTrader streaming quotes. All the trading data, powerful tools. Keep an eye on market movers. Link the stocks you're watching with real-time news and charts. And strike just the right moments. With gout, high uric acid can lead to more attacks. If you have gout and struggle with
Kodaaa, is he boring you?
there may be something that can help. Eulorin reduces the amount of uric acid your body produces, which can help you reach a healthy level. Eulorin lowers uric acid levels and it helps with gout. It's not the treatment of high uric acid without a history of gout.
Don't take Eulorin if you are taking azathioprine or mercaptan purine. Gout may flare when starting Eulorin. Don't stop taking it. Your doctor may give you other medicines to help prevent flares. A small number of heart attacks, strokes, and
surprise.